Warren Buffett quotes capture the essence of his approach to investing and life. That's why we love them. To say, when he talks, people listen, is an understatement. Buffett's famous quotes on life, investing, success, leadership, emotion, and money are recognized across the world. Why do people love his quotes so much? Because he's built his wealth long-term to over $80.9 billion 2019, making him one of the richest men in America. As CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, Warren lives by a certain set of values that he uses to invest and make other life decisions. His approach to stocks can be identified throughout his famous investing quotes, so we gathered our favorite ones in this post. Take a look at 10 intelligent and inspiring quotes on investing and success from Warren Buffett, one of the wealthiest people in the world. 10. High returns with low risk is the key. Risk comes from not knowing what you are doing. The advice here is obvious but often forgotten, particularly after investors have had some success. The temptation to believe that success in one area you know well allows you to easily analyze another is much greater once you've had some good returns, but should be resisted with vigor. Buffett himself has kept out of the technology sector for the most part, given his lack of knowledge of the sector. Buffett said it best. Never invest in a business you cannot understand. 9. Patience is key. Calling someone who trades actively in the market an investor is like calling someone who repeatedly engages in one-night stands a romantic. The stock market is designed to transfer money from the active to the patient. Don't be impatient when it comes to your money. 8. Make long-term investments over short-term ones. If you aren't thinking about owning a stock for 10 years, don't even think about owning it for 10 minutes. Investing is not trading and has a vastly different goal. Like trading, when done well, is about taking measured risks for discrete periods of time at sufficient volume as to generate profits, and typically involves wild swings in profitability. Investing is about minimizing risk to generate wealth over the long term, not generating short-term profits. If Warren Buffett had to choose how long to own a company for, it would be this. Our favorite holding period is forever. Another great Buffett quote in this vein. An investor should act as though he had a lifetime decision card with just 20 punches on it. This quote is basically saying that you should never buy businesses with the intention of selling them. If you could only buy 10 or 20 stocks in your entire life, you'd probably be a lot more careful with where you invest. You'd spend more time looking at the company, and you'd make sure you really love it. 7. Get around the right people. It's better to hang out with people better than you. Pick out associates whose behavior is better than yours and you'll drift in that direction. Of the billionaires I have known, money just brings out the basic traits in them. If they were jerks before they had money, they are simply jerks with $1 billion. 6. It's okay to dream big. I always knew I was going to be rich. I don't think I ever doubted it for a minute. You only have to do a very few things right in your life so long as you don't do too many things wrong. 5. If you're not investing, you're doing it wrong. Today people who hold cash equivalents feel comfortable. They shouldn't. They have opted for a terrible long-term asset, one that pays virtually nothing and is certain to depreciate in value. 4. It's usually best to just say no. The difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything. You've got to keep control of your time, and you can't unless you say no. You can't let people set your agenda in life. 3. On finding honesty in others. Honesty is a very expensive gift. Don't expect it from cheap people. Buffett once said that. Wall Street is the only place that people ride to in a Rolls-Royce to get advice from those who take the subway. In other words, be careful who you trust. Most of the financial advice offered by equity analysts, by any range of advisors, and in the media should be taken with a grain of salt. Buffett and his partner have long worked with the same people with whom they have long histories of trust and experience. Any good investor should do the same. 2. It's more important to do good. If you get to my age in life and nobody thinks well of you, I don't care how big your bank account is, your life is a disaster. Basically, when you get to my age, you'll really measure your success in life by how many of the people you want to have love you actually do love you. 1. The most important investment. Warren Buffett is also a huge proponent of continuous learning and self-education. He's said in the past that he reads over 500 pages a day. He is always learning and he's always spending time on personal development. Buffett has this to say about investing in yourself. The most important investment you can make is in yourself. And remember to think. I insist on a lot of time being spent, almost every day, to just sit and think. That is very uncommon in American business. I read and think. So I do more reading and thinking, and make less impulse decisions than most people in business. Did I miss any of your favorite famous Warren Buffett quotes? Leave a comment in the comments section. Remember this, Warren Buffett started with $100 and turned it into $30 billion. That means that it isn't about the money you have, it's about the knowledge you have. It means there are no real barriers to you getting rich if you're willing to work hard and learn. For more top 10 videos, like, comment, subscribe.